Aaron, you found it? Yeah, let's go. We are on page 262, and we left off about the laws of music on Shabbat. No, I didn't say Shakol. I'm waiting for you respectfully. ברשות מוריי ורבותיי, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בדברו.
What happened? You wear a hat of Chabadnik. You Chabadnik?
He became Chabadnik, yeah. You weren't with him. You weren't with him for a few weeks. He became Chabadnik.
This is Chabad. Oh, totally Chabad.
Yeah.
Ask Rabbi. He tell me.
Now, Bechor, listen to this. We spoke. Rabbi Shai. Bechor, can you clap your hands? Listen carefully. Don't jump. Regularly, if you want to wake up somebody.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you clap your hands regularly if you want to make music? No. Ashkenazim, clap the hands if they want to make music?
Yes.
Like with the hands, with the tone?
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. What about Beshin? Can Sephardi do that for music? No. What about Beshinui? Yes. What about on the table?
Make a music.
Not allowed. What about Beshinui on the table?
Yes.
Very good. What about Ashkenaz regularly on the table? Yes. What about for sake of a mitzvah? For example, Hatan vekala.
No.
We make it shinui.
בשינוי כן, אבל לא...
Volumes make it regularly.
No, but we're not allowed to do that.
No.
Say again. We make shinui. Ashkenazim
Regularly.
are allowed to do it even regularly.
Not again in our show this week. Everybody flying.
Okay?
Just want you to know. Take advance for our show.
Of course דרך תעשה מוצגה.
לא even אין לי. אין שם...
בטח של אשכנזים מותר לעשות ככה, אבל המוזיקה שלהם גם ככה מתה.
טוב.
לא רוצה, זה לא...
טוב. So now it is forbidden. says רב עובדיה. בוא, קח את זה באנגלית. אתה יודע לקרוא אנגלית, לא?
תתן לעזוב אותו. הנה, בא זה שקרא אנגלית.
יאללה, בוא.
הנה הוא פה, תקרא לו. הספר, גבוה.
בוא, מאיר, בוא, ביו ג'ונה. It is forbidden to clap, to slap, and to... Bechor, what about? Go like this.
זה גם אסור.
No.
Huh?
To wake up somebody, yes.
Not to wake up. I said for music.
No.
Huh?
No.
The other day, my daughter was crying, the baby. She was crying. So whenever I do like this, no, the sound, she's smiling. In a second, she turns. Can I do this on Shabbat?
Yeah, but you make music.
מאיר ג'ון. מותר או לא? אסור. I did that. Then I remembered, Shabbat.
But wait a minute, you're taking attention.
Huh?
You're taking attention. You're giving her attention, you're taking
How?
attention.
By musical.
Okay, what if you do click? Would that be musical?
Still.
No, it's just like that, no problem.
Like this.
Yeah.
Just like that, to wake up somebody, to get attention somebody,
Wake him up now.
to stop somebody.
So you cannot do that?
Go like this, for purpose of music,
No.
not allowed.
By wake him up?
I wake you up, yeah.
You could do that.
Yeah.
Так можно.
Yeah.
хорошо.
Understood?
I'm back in town, guys.
Baruch Hashem, very happy that he's back in town. Today I was thinking about you, Jesse. I promise, Hashem is my witness.
He came back after.
I said, when is Jesse's coming back? Chaval is not coming. Boom, he came.
We should change the rule to the 10 minutes Zohar for the Jesse.
I think you should more think about Mashiach, John.
I promise you. I think. Promise you, I was thinking about him today.
Mayor?
Today, not yesterday. Today I was thinking about it. Okay.
Mayor?
Now, what about this Bechor? Nine. I know. Yosef came. We're starting right now. Review. Jesse came. We gotta give kavod, Bechor.
We said
You
no.
forgot how to give kavod to people.
Anything that's rhythm.
What about dancing?
No.
Dancing on Shabbat.
Like this, yes. But
Why not allowed? That's not
Very
Shabbat,
good.
or what?
Bukharian dance allowed,
Fine.
but the dance that used to do like this, la, and with the legs. One jumping, one on the other. This can still be dancing. What about
What the reason behind it that you're not allowed to?
Shema Itaken Kleshir? What about circling? Maybe you're gonna fix the guitar. You're gonna tune it. You're gonna bring Torah. It happened. I told you. One time I was sitting by somebody's home. He came into the room. There was like a good mood. I don't remember what it was a baby boy. I don't remember what something good mood was over there. It was 20 maybe people there in the house. And the guy started to go. One guy walked inside to the room. He came out. Doira. Tada, 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 tada.
Oh, the
Shabbat. Doira. The tov של הבוכרים.
דורה זה נקרא?
Doira. And he's Shomer Shabbat. But he never knew that it's not allowed. He said, Rabbi, no electricity. They think that Shabbat is an electricity problem. No electricity, Moran Mutar.
They didn't bring the guitar.
Yeah, I told him, Asur. I said, hey, Tanil said. They didn't know. Even though they go to Shul Bechor, every Shabbat they go to Shul. That's why Bechor you're going to Shul, you have to learn Halachot, Gemarot, Mishnayot. Not only Paro Moshe, Moshe Paro. It also needed, but not, that's the only thing in Torah, you know? Also, but not only. It is also forbidden to rattle nuts or play with a bell. Bechor, what about if a baby is crying, you want to play with a bell in order to quiet him down? Now you look real Bukharian. Oh. Now instead of Chabadnik, you became Bukharian.
Welcome back.
ש"ס קופי אותו.
Bechor, what about
שחיינו נדה גברים.
Shichianune?
Shehecheyan.
Shechi Shelanu, Shichianu. You know what Shichianu Bechor is?
Underarms.
My underarm. Padmishke Maya.
שמו מגברים את
מי אתן גברים? גברים שהחיינו.
שחיינו.
חיכיכינה.
No.
שהחיינו.
שחיינו.
Very good.
Rabbi,
Yeah.
I was sitting there Shabbat. I was thinking, can we use a salt shaker on Shabbat to music?
For music.
Or yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's not a musical instrument.
So what we said, we need two conditions, like the table. Can I make music with a table? Nai, 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 nai. Can I do that?
They shouldn't.
No, she don't, regularly. No, we need two conditions. It has to be a tool, an item that is not meant for
Music.
music, like table, and you do it b'shinui. So with the salt shaker, it's not meant for music, which is like the table, but now you gotta have to shake it b'shinui.
How you gonna do
How
that?
you gonna show you?
I don't know, like it showed like this. B'shinui, if you want to do it, yeah.
That will be allowed.
Yeah? Okay? Additionally, it can be argued based on the what Tosafot say. Okay, we did that part. Now we're going to Bechor.
יצצרה.
Bechor, if you want to ask if you look good, you always ask your wife, not your friends.
Bechor was chalpok.
Rabbi is right, you gotta ask your wife.
נאצה דורוסטו.
It's not $15, that's
And again, Bekle Shir. Shh.
$15.
Now, Bechor, listen to this.
Cover his bald spots.
I have a quick question about the dancing. So when we do the Birkat HaLevanah, is that the way we have to be jumping? Or that doesn't matter already? How you jump over there?
There's debate how do we supposed to jump there. Some say you're supposed to detach yourself from the ground. כשם שאנחנו מרקדים כנגדיך, ואיך אנחנו עולים, you're supposed to jump from the floor.
Not just lift up.
Some say just pick up your legs, like Kadosh Kadosh you do. Whichever opinion you do, you're fine.
So not this.
But in both cases, it's not considered to be dancing. Dancing is this. One leg in the air, the other one is on the ground. Then the one is on the air, the second one is on the ground. That's considered to be rikud that Chazal had back in the day. The dancing that they had. Today people call other things dancing. Circling, going, running and circling. Bukharin go with the hands like this, changing lamps. They dance like that. No?
Oh, it's not
No? So, not all dancing styles is asur. The Rav Ovadia Yosef brings Rabbeinu Hananel that says only this way it's asur. Any other format, style, muta. Bechor, next time when you come to the shul on Shabbat, you start dancing, Bukharin dance. Baruch Hashem, I came to shiur gufta.
That's the bolo.
Now, what about Simchat Torah Bechor? שמחונה, שמחונה, בשמחת התורה. שמחונה, שמחונה. On Yom Tov, are you allowed to clap your hands on Yom Tov? Rosh Hashanah, can you clap your hands? Huh?
For Simchat Torah, yes.
Simchat Torah is the only leniency that we allow.
To clap your hands.
Clap your hands, even Sfaradim, and also dance. Even the restricted dance becomes permitted dance.
Yeah, because the Kavod Torah.
Yeah, yeah.
The 2 days of
Just the second day or also the first day we could do that?
Simchat Torah in Israel is one day.
over here 2
It's
days.
together with the
For us,
Shmini
it's 2
Atzeret.
days, concerning 2 days.
For us is second day.
So you can't do it we can't fast first day.
No, because first day in America is not Simchat Torah. We didn't finish it. We're finishing in Simchat Torah on the second day for us.
אז אני לא יכול.
And Ravad Yosef says, is the leniency bechor of Simchat Torah applies to the whole day, or only whenever we're next to Sefer Torah?
שפר תורה.
Only next to Simchat.
What if I go right now to the park and I see Jesse on the park and say, Jesse, we finished the Torah today. La 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 la.
נמשל.
Huh?
No.
Well, I'm happy for Simchat Torah. We finished the Torah today.
With the Torah.
Very good. So Simchat Torah is to be with the Torah. It's important to know that. People don't know that.
I was in shul. They on the first day they were already dancing. Not the second. Also the second. So it started on the first night.
First night.
Yeah, first night.
First night was already second day.
No, the first night.
Oh, first night, the holiday just came in?
Yeah, it just came in after I read. They're like they sold everything. They're like we're adding to adding that. So I'm like,
I don't know. Maybe it's allowed. I don't know. I didn't see written. Maybe it's allowed. Probably they did it. The Shul did it. Maybe they looked in the halacha.
יש קהילות שנוהגים לעשות הקפות כל יום, עד היום של השמחת תורה.
Yeah.
אצל הרב צדקה היינו עושים את זה ככה. זה מנהג בבל. אחרי
אבל לכל אדם, ביום טוב הראשון also? Yeah. Okay. Это так вы выбираете, Бехор. You don't have to go to Yeshua's Jonan Bazan.
Близкие люди, маму была, похоронили в Израиле, степней не был, ничего не был. Похорон не был.
I'm not saying not to go. You don't have to stay.
No, I go.
Yeah. Yeah, go a few minutes. Show respect, go, sure. אבל לכל אדם הוא טרחה ואין בזה משום מצווה של שמחה, אם אינו חשוק לעולם, מכל מקום קשה, דלא עדיף בשמחת חתן וכלה. What about חתן וכלה בכלל? שבת חתן, דומות כלים, you want to dance regularly.
שינוי.
מותר או לא? אסור. The only leniency given for ספרדים is שמחת תורה. Period.
so that day just one condition you need.
Huh?
That's the only thing you need, one condition, not two.
Yeah. Yeah, one condition. It means to say, clapping your hands regularly allowed because it's not meant tool for music, and you don't need shinui for Simchat Torah only.
Три.
Clear?
Еще один надо. Рикардо позвонит.
Я порежу, потом второй этап вы сделаете, Бехот.
Если Рикардо мы подрежем, он будет считаться евреем или нет?
No.
What?
He needs 3 conditions, 3 steps. He needs to learn the mitzvot, and accept them.
2,
No, that's not 2, it's 1.
1,
Second, brit.
and
Third, mikveh.
mikveh.
Значит, он должен молиться тоже.
Huh?
Молиться. Все молиться, нет?
Sure, everything he has to do. He has to learn all the mitzvot and do them. Do them. Shabbat, netilat yadayim, kashrut, respect parents, respect this, respect that. He doesn't have parents. If he's a ger, yeah? But he still has to respect them because they brought him to the world. Okay?
What if he does it without any rabbinic authority? He just does it all those steps himself.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
No.
The neshama doesn't.
Yeah. Gemara says it has to, it's a pasuk in Torah. You need to have bedin involved. Yeah. pasuk in Torah. משפט אחד יהיה לכם ולגר, הגר איתכם, one judgment, משפט, במשפט את judgment, has to be for you and for the גרים. Gemara learned out from here, אמר רבי יוחנן says it, גר צריך 3, גר must have 3 people that make gerut for him.
Witnesses.
אולם מכל מקום קשה, דלא עדיף משמחת חתן וכלה. הוא מבואר בשולחן ערוך הגרז, We are on point 23. שאסור לרקוד אפילו בנישואין, ולא יתירו לו בשמחת התורה, לכבוד התורה, ואם כן, מי רציתי להקל בסתם שמחת בשבת, או ביום טוב, יום בשמחת החתן וכלה? Now, question to you is, what's the reason on Simchat Torah we allow it? Why we allow it?
Respect Torah.
Respect of the Torah, kavod HaTorah. Rabbi Yosef says another reason why, because there is a happiness, v'samachta b'chagecha. Be happy during the holiday. Is happiness applicable to Shabbat also or no?
No.
Better, why not?
Shabbat have 29 rules.
Shabbat applies on Shabbat.
Delighted.
No, happiness is Oneg Shabbat.
Same time.
So on Shabbat, Rabotai, we have a concept, v'karata la Shabbat
Oneg.
oneg. On Shabbat we have a mitzvah to eat. Oneg. We don't have a mitzvah to be happy. We don't have v'samachta b'shabbatecha. We don't have that. What the Torah writes? V'samachta
Oneg Shabbat.
b'chagecha. Chagecha is a holiday, not during Shabbat. That's why Rabbi Yosef says you cannot apply any leniency regarding Simcha of Yom Tov to Shabbat. That's why there is no way to make the Simcha happy on Shabbat. That's why also Bechor, Yom Tov. Do you do Avelut?
No,
Somebody passed away a minute before Yom Tov.
we don't do Avilut.
The person buried him,
Example.
his relative, a minute before Yom Tov. If he sat on the floor, took off his shoes, 1 minute, he annulled all the Shiva, Shionyetu Shiva.
For the whole week.
Can go shower, can go do whatever, wife, food, clothes, leather, chocolate. No restriction.
I thought
So,
1 hour, no?
1 moment. When he says in the halacha, sha'a achat, it doesn't mean sha'a 60 seconds, 60 minutes. Sha'a means a moment, like we say in the Birkat Asher Yatzar. אי אפשר להתקיים אפילו שעה אחת. ברוך אתה השם, רופא כל בשר, מפליא לעשות. Yeah? We checked before with Rabbi Mazuz. That you're supposed to say, שאם יסתם אחד מהם, או אם ייפתח אחד מהם, אי אפשר להתקיים אפילו שעה אחת.
ייפתח.
Not ייפתח, like some sidurim printed. Rabbi Mazuz says, the right version is אם ייפתח. אחד מהם. Whichever way you're going, it's fine, it's kasher. But if you want to be more grammatically correct, he says, ipatach is the right way.
What do Rabbi says?
Ipatach. I don't know what I didn't check about it. Ramazu says ipatach is the right way.
What about this
Huh? Shem isatem.
Satem?
Isatem, yeah. That's everybody say the same.
Yeah.
They always argue about the ipateach or ipatach. He brings proofs from the pasuk.
אבל בכוונה ויפתח לפתח.
So he
פתח
says,
זה develop in English.
no, let me say it. Ipatach, אחד מהם, and ipateach is the same meaning. He says, yes, grammatically, he brings a proof from a pasuk in Yechezkel. That whenever the word ipateach finishes at the end of the word, or there is a stop, or in the pasuk, like a comma, it's supposed to be, V'yom HaShabbat ipateach. The Torah talks about the gates over there in Bet HaMikdash, when they again open. So the Torah says in Yechezkel, book of Yechezkel. Yaakov, we did the book of Yechezkel already or no?
We're gonna do so.
Yeah, you have to do it. The whole Tanakh you have to finish. In the book of Yechezkel it says, V'beyom HaShabbat ipateach.
Why didn't say Iptach?
So it says, why then in Asher Yatzar we say, Ipatach echad mehem? It says because ipateach, it's at the end of the sentence, at the end of the statement. There is a comma over there. But we say ipatach, Shalom Aleichem. Ipatach echad mehem. Shem yisatem echad mehem, or im ipatach echad mehem. The ipatach goes on the echad mehem. It's linked. It's not the end of the pasuk. That's it's not correct grammatically. To say Shim Yisatem Echad Mehem or Mipateach. Mipateach is at the end of the sentence. Here is not the end. It's linked to the next word. That's how Rabbi Mazuz says. I grew up all my life Ipatach. אחד מהם. So one time I said ipatach, one person said ipatech. He came to give me papashke. I said, okay, maybe you're right. I grew up on ipatach. Then I looked into the books. I saw that ipatach is the right word. Rabbi Mazuz is very
שלנו אז עם משה, אתה זוכר שם?
proper grammatically.
אני זוכר משה כהן שהתווכחתי איתו.
Yeah, on this?
שם שלנו תורה ביישוב הישראלי.
Okay, said it. So this, by the way, you mentioned Sha'achat. I remember this point also. So Bechor, right now, a person buried his relative. Lo alenu lo alechem. All our relatives should live until 120, including us. Now listen to this.
Amen.
A person buried his relative. A minute before Etat, Yom Tov, he buried him, and he started Avelut. He sat on the floor, took off the shoes, Shop Azakonu. He is exempt from the Avelut. All life, year, no, doesn't apply to him, the 1 week thing. It doesn't get postponed for after the holiday. Understand? But what if the same thing happens on Friday, Bechor? Friday, the person died, they buried him a moment before Shabbat, and the person sitting on the floor took off his shoes. Avelut will apply to him or no? I have news for you.
Я не понял вопрос.
Friday,
Умер.
yeah,
Похоронили.
Pacharanili. A minute before Shabbat, he took off his shoes, the relative, let's say it's the son or whatever, and he was sitting on the floor like Avel does. Shabbat came after a minute. Does he have to keep 1 week Avelut or no?
No.
I have news for you.
Yes.
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 Well,
I
except
was-
Shabbat
I was
doesn't.
like this.
You were like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Shabbat does not annul Avelut. Yom Tov, holiday,
doesn't know.
annuls the Avelut. What's the reason?
Any time before Yom Tov.
Yeah, anytime, even 1 moment before Yom Tov.
No, I'm saying.
A day before Yom, 2 days before Yom Tov.
Oh, that's not work.
Let's say a person buried his father on Thursday.
Okay.
Or whatever, let's say on Sunday. On Tuesday is a holiday. After Tuesday, is he going to sit Avilut to make up the other 5 days that he only
No.
missing from the 1 week? He only said Sunday, Monday. Tuesday was holiday.
Yes.
Is he going to make up another 5 days after the Yom Tov?
No.
No. Yom Tov came, annuls the Avilut. Shonietu Avilut.
You just have to sit down.
Those 7 days finished.
Yeah, 7 days finished. It doesn't get postponed. He doesn't have to make up the rest. It's as he finished the whole thing. It's a zakon, halacha l'maaseh, I'm saying.
How about Shabbat?
What about Shabbat? Says halacha no. Why not? He says because Avelut is said. Yom Tov, you must be happy. V'samachta b'chagecha. You must be happy. Understand, Mr. Badalov? Badalov HaTzadik.
My father passed away 1 day before Kippur.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
1 day before Kippur. We stay Avilut only 1 day, Friday.
Yeah.
Thursday we born, the married. Friday only 1 day, Avilut, that's it.
Kippur ושמחת also?
What? No, for this they say yes. For this purpose, for annulling Avelut. Where do you bury him? Here or in Israel?
Here.
Here. Okay. Now, on Shabbat, what's the concept it says? On Shabbat you have a mitzvah to eat.
Yes.
You don't have a mitzvah by the Torah to be as happy as you're supposed to be on the holiday. Holiday is the top happiness. Top simcha is on the holiday, on Yom Tov. And that's why Rabbi Yosef says, we also say, Tzidkatecha ka'arel mishpatecha te'om rabbah. Question to you, Bechor. Whenever there is tziduk adin, person buried his relative. After the burial, every day they come to him after Shaharit, they read a certain text, tziduk adin is a vaitza. Right? He's sitting on the floor, everybody come around him, and they're reading him some psukim over there, right? And then they say Ashkava for the father, for the mother, wherever it is. Nachon? On Yom Tov, they do this or no?
No.
They don't. On Shabbat?
Yes.
Yes. Where do we do that also on Shabbat? Mincha of Shabbat. We finish Mincha of Shabbat. What do you say? Tzidkatecha ka'arel mishpatecha te'om rabbah. Remember this psukim?
Yes.
Why you say tzidkatecha? Tziduk adin right now. Who died? Said 3 big tzaddikim died on Mincha of Shabbat.
משה רבנו, יוסף הצדיק, איש הדין.
David HaMelech. 3 tzaddikim passed away on the Mincha of Shabbat. That's why we say for each one of them another pasuk. There's 3 psukim of tziduk adin we say over there. And those psukim are very important.
What's your name is this?
Понимаешь, Бехор? Вы ту шляпу оденьте, вот так ставьте.
Не помогает. Лицо цара сильное.
Okay? כי משה רבנו נפטר בשבת, ואם כן הריקוד בשבת, בוודאי לא חשיב במקום מצווה. Okay?
פסוקים important.
This psukim, the Mekubalim say, this psukim finishing all the 1 week of prayer gets elevated by the end of the week. What's the end of the week? Mincha of Shabbat. Some people at that time, под градусом, к сожалению.
Под большим градусом.
Да, к сожалению. Самая главная молитва, они под градусом.
отходят.
They are drunk, unfortunately. I told you before, one time a person came to Kaneso in Half Shabbat. You smell the alcohol from his mouth. I told him, you drank? Says, Yabchkak. I said, do you feel the alcohol? Says, yes. I said, you're not allowed to pray. Man Allah, Rabbi. Min Half Shabbat, самый главный. I said, самый главный это запорол. А что вы делаете? I said, you have to wait for the alcohol to come out of your system. Until you're going to be feeling 100% no alcohol.
Знаете, что надо делать? Надо ладошки смазать жиром и ноги это. Все, сразу все уйдет.
Yeah, Emet, you're right. Shulchan Aruch talks about it. We learned it.
Масло.
Масло.
Любое масло сюда мажете, оп, вот так. И на это, подошву, все. Вы будете трезвы, как огурчик.
Yeah, Shulchan Aruch says, talks about it. If a person needs to do it on Shabbat, if he's allowed or no, Shulchan Aruch says it's allowed.
Real blood.
Масло, любое масло, жир, масло.
Yeah. The alcohol, Bechor, the alcohol not allowing a person to pray, asur to pray.
Да.
Shulchan Aruch says it. So he said, what should I do? I said, you pray 2 times Arvit. After you're going to be normal, sober, you pray 2 times Arvit. 1 Arvit for whatever you're obligated. And then the second Arvit for the Mincha that you missed, on the condition, if you're obligated, you make it up. If not, it's going to be a donation.
But B'diavad, it's okay, right? If it's a little bit.
If he prayed already and he's a little bit under the influence of alcohol, it's fine. After the fact, he's not allowed to pray. If you're asking, Rabbi, should I pray? Or you smell the alcohol from his mouth, tell him, listen, do you feel the alcohol? Be honest with you. You can lie to me until tomorrow. It's for you. Be honest. Do you feel the alcohol? If he tells you yes, tell him, don't pray. Rabbi, what's the problem? I can drive right. I mean, physically, I could have drive right now. I'm okay. I know you're okay, but you feel the alcohol. It's not a proper way to speak in front of a king. That's a bechor, Rosh Shabbat. Person doesn't have any mitzvah to finish alcohol bottles and say, Lichvot Shabbat, Lichvot Shabbat. Это нигде не написано. Ни в Торе, даже в Коране не написано.
Рано вообще нельзя.
Я говорю, не написано.
Так пора, да. А если
Some of your behaviors, Bechor, written in Quran only. But this, even in Quran, not written. That's why you stop drinking on Shabbat mornings, so you're going to have sober mind for Shabbat afternoon prayer.
Ну, я когда часик посплю, уже все выйдет.
Да, да. К сожалению, этот часик уже беседа. Следующий. Now, what if a person were clapping hands on Shabbat and he said, listen, Rabbi, I have Ashkenazim to rely on. I'm Sephardi, Yaakov, but even though I'm Sephardi, I want to rely on the Ashkenazi. Says the Chidah, listen to this. Whoever violates the words of Maran, tzarich tshuva v'kapara al ma'asav. A person that violates the words of Maran, says the Chidah, he needs to do tshuva, и капара, ты сделал большой грех, говорит. Listen, Ашкеназим allow it. Что, они евреи, мы не евреи, что ли? И можно, нам нельзя? So it says, you have your rabbi, you have to follow your rabbi. Today somebody called me, I don't know him, I never saw him, somebody gave him his number. Rabbi, I have a few questions that I need you to guide me, long term. And I said, listen, I don't mind to help you, but I don't know you. I don't know who you are, where are you from, what's your level, what you know, what you don't know. Who? I said, do you have a rabbi? He says, I'm not so connected to a rabbi. So you should be connected to a rabbi. Whenever you have questions about life, about situations, you need to ask a rabbi. Person that doesn't have a rabbi, Rabotai, chances that he's going to have guidance is very, very low if he doesn't have a rabbi. You must have a rabbi. Consult. So I told him, go. He says, the closest shul to my house is 20 minutes walk. I said, Habibi, I walk 30, 35 minutes walk. Binoish, живу, не умираю. Person must have a rabbi that is guided by him. So he says, if a person violates the words of the rabbi, Shulchan Aruch says you're not allowed to clap your hands for making music. You didn't listen to him, you say, I want to rely on the Ashkenazim to прыгаешь. Этого раба, этого раба, этого раба. Нельзя так. Making avera like this. Or Rabbi, we want to be happy on Yom Tov, on Shabbat. So he said, be happy, clap your hands like this. כי אשמרה שבת, יעקב ג'וני מן. No, так нельзя. Так нельзя, Meir, так нельзя. No, the Bukhari in different ways, like this, like that. Aaron, how did you do it last time?
My father knows.
Somebody told me to do like this. Huh?
Врачи могут все.
Врачи, what do you mean?
Врачи могут все.
Doctor, the dentist. Okay? ומי הוא בפירוש רבנו חננאל כתב שפירוש ריקוד שעוקר רגל אחת ומניח אחת. ומקורו מהירושלמי. And where Rav Ovadia Yosef brings it from? Bechor. Where do we know, Bechor, that ladies are allowed, that we're allowed to, Bechor, where do we know that you're allowed to circle whenever you are singing? Where do you know it from?
Кала это когда она ходит вокруг него.
Кала ходит, Шаббат же ходит вокруг него.
Но она показывает, что вокруг.
Ну, в Шаббат она же не входит, они не женятся в Шаббат. So where is the proof? Listen to a very interesting proof. Gemara says that in Yom Kippur, all the ladies of the Jewish ladies used to borrow white clothes from each other, all of them. And they used to go on Kippur to the streets and circle, at the dance in circles. Слышь такое или нет? All the men used to see, and the Gemara says, in Masechet Ta'anit it is, in page 26, it says, why do you used to borrow it? Well, you don't have clothes? It says, I have clothes, but somebody else doesn't have clothes, that they are white and nice. So she'll have to borrow, and I don't have to borrow. So to keep all the ladies to be the same, that everybody borrow white clothes from each other, so nobody will feel I'm rich, I'm poor.
Это 15 Av.
The 15th of Av and on Yom Kippur, twice a year.
Кипур зачем?
That's what Gemara says. It says, what's the reason it was such a good days to Am Israel? Because those are the days the boys used to find shidduch.
On Yom Kippur?
On Kippur and on Tu B'Av. Twice a year. Gemara says it. לא היו ימים טובים כיום הכיפורים.
Потому что все идут к Канесо.
Yeah. Everybody in the Kaneso, and on the way to the Kaneso, the ladies outside dancing in circles.
That's new.
There was no, back in the day, such a bad ta'ava as we have nowadays. Right now, ladies just pass. Уже мозги поехали. Алло, я сказал, он что бы сказал
That's the
сейчас.
reason in Israel on Rosh Yom Kippur they used to walk in the street with white and all the people white.
Yeah, but they walk. Here, Gemara says, they were dancing.
Dancing on
Imagine right now, those ladies pass
They're
before,
getting fast.
dressing up with white clothes and dancing in circles.
Сразу зажарили бы их курочку.
supposed to be מחיצה.
No mechitza, nothing.
מה לא מחיצה?
Ah,
Ай, Джона.
says the Gemara.
לא מחיצה.
Not only that, they used to also tell
Rosh Yom Kippur.
the ugly ones, the Gemara says, just to tell to the guys, don't look at the beauty. Look at the lineage. Where my father, my grandfather, my great-grandfather from. And the ones that didn't have good lineage, they said, don't look at the lineage, look at the beauty. Each one used to try to sell herself. So says Rabbi, hold on. Tu B'Av is a holiday? Can you drive? Can you smoke? Can you ride? Can you do a melachot? Yeah. So there we're dancing. Okay, big deal. But Yom Kippur, Shabbat, Shabbato, min lachem, venitem, min nafshotechem. He says Yom Kippur is higher than Shabbat. Shabbat, Shabbaton. Dvaino Shabbat. So how in Yom Kippur the ladies were circling and dancing? It was a Shabbat. What? No. What do we see? That circling, it's not considered to be dancing. You see how he took it? From there he took it.
So they circle, they do not dance.
Gemara calls it dancing. But how did they do it on Yom Kippur? Yom Kippur is a Shabbat Shabbaton. All the laws that we're not allowed to do on Shabbat, we're not allowed to do on Kippur. How did they do it? And Gemara records it. Gemara says, there was not a better day for Am Yisrael than that. This and Tu B'Av. How? It says, because to find Shidduch and to make the Jewish nation continue, most important mitzvah for Am Yisrael. Shlomo, הבנת או לא? Huh? See, this time I got it right. It's unusual. When the wrong name came to my mind, it's very hard to take it out. Now it's, איפה אתה הולך? טוב. Last halacha for that page, רבותינו במתניתין, מסכת ביצה. היינו שאין בעשייתן שום מצווה ולא חולקו בין איש לאיש, והמצוות שיש לעשו בשמחה, היינו בשמחת הלב, ולא על ידי עבירה, על דברי חכמים. Rabbi Yosef says, listen, I want to make right now Yom Tov, I want to make right now Shabbat. Chai Shabbat, you said no mitzvah to be happy like Yom Tov. You said, I want Yom Tov too. I want to sit right now Sukkot. I have right now my cousins, my friends, this, that, everybody came. I didn't see for a long time. Jesse came, and I want to start dancing. I want to start clapping. I want to make Yom Tov happy. I want to start beating the table. Whenever you hear on Shabbat, sometimes people play on that. You tell them Shabbat, hey, I want to be happy on Shabbat. Leave me alone. Says Rabbi Yosef, you want to make the mitzvot happy or you want to make yourself happy? If you want to make yourself happy, do whatever you want. This avirot is up to you. But say, no, this is allowed because I want to do the mitzvah of Shabbat happy. He said, you cannot do mitzvah of Shabbat happy whenever you break the laws of Shabbat. He says, how to be happy? He says, do it b'shinui. Do it in a kosher way. It's not such a big difference between this and this. This is allowed, that's not allowed. What's the big deal? They sound almost the same. You know, Bechor, if you bend your hand a little bit like this, you make a circle here that it hits the hand and it sounds good. When it goes straight, it doesn't go as good. But whenever you curve this in and you curve this out, it hits strong. From experience, I'm saying. Because all the time on Shabbat, I am singing, קדשנו במצוותיך, שים חלקנו בתורתך. Yeah, you know, one time before I went somewhere to one synagogue, and I said, Rabbi Chazan. I said, oh, Chazan, I don't know your song. Chazan. Which is Chazan? Now I want to do it b'simcha. So I start, Kadesheno, and I see these people, look at these people, look at this people. Chai, we finish the tefillah, Oseh Shalom im Romav. Rabbi, you just made a big machloket, calm down, you made big shalom now. So why? So every time we used to fight in the synagogue, are you allowed to clap your hands whenever you used to sing the songs or no? Which now you see, big rabbi did that. So now all the time the guy that liked to do it, he said all the time he used to tell them, you got to pray b'simcha, don't just pray words, you got to pray b'simcha. And he used to say, no, Rabbi doesn't allow it, no, asur. We all the time he says, with machloket. Now the big rabbi came on stage, you did it yourself. I say, Alo Vasya Pasmari. I didn't do it like this. I did it b'shinui. When you did b'shinui, why not? So this guy was happy that now you can clap his hands, and those guys were happy that he's not violating Rabbi Yosef ruling. Both parties was happy. Baruch Hashem, Rabotai, we finished. We got to page 270. Belin Eder will continue the next time. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen.